Always a listener, never a speaker. No, now I'm a speaker. There we go.
Always a speaker, never a listener.
Yeah. I meant to say host. Oh, yeah, you're listening to WX8BK Spaces. Yeah. I love that tune. I think we lost it for a little bit there. Oh, did we lose the Willie? God damn it. Gotta bring Willie back up again. Things went south there for a second. Sending a co-host invite, Willie. Hopefully you get it in the mail soon. There we go. Oh, you're just a speaker? No, we can't have that.
No, I thought you added me as a co-host. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Good. Good.
No, my freaking Twitter crapped out. At least it crapped out on me at the very beginning, and then so I just rebooted my whole phone, and hopefully it'll be good.
I thought the music cut out. I thought the music cut out there for a little bit too.
Oh, did it?
Maybe
it just.
Maybe it was
I don't know because I heard that and then I just restarted my phone, so maybe it did. I don't know. Hope not.
All right. Well, we're good. We're good now. We're good now. I can hear you. How you doing today, man?
Good, man. I just feel busy.
Well, busy's important sometimes.
Busy. We got so much going on in space right now, and I'm busy at work. Yeah.
Dude, the space is
Miami book.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, that's busy, man. You just tired me out listening to that.
Right?
Yeah. No, that was. Yeah. No, it's like the space is totally busy. Like, I mean, if you're in the Threes project, you got the inserts. You know, that's due tomorrow. The form for that, and Wag Me Wine, doing their the next drop there with Proteon as the guest artist. What is it? Round 3? Round 5? No, round 3. Round 5?
On round 5, man.
Yeah, round 5. Fucking round 3. I kind of blacked out there for a second.
Round 3 was Make It Rat already,
yeah,
dude.
No.
That was like ages ago.
That was in this space. That was like years ago. But yeah, and then also on top of that, we have I pinned it up at the top there. We also have the Neorun is doing her Neorun Nightmares project. She's going to be doing a new piece every day this month that were made from suggestions from various people in the Wag Me Wine Discord and Twitter. And check into it if anybody is interested. They're only 0.5 Tez to jump in and get into the raffles.
So far.
Yeah, so far. Yeah. The first piece, number 1, that was every one you bought, you burned, and then you get a chance to win the physical piece from her.
Were we supposed to send those burns in already, or was she holding that till like the end of the month or something?
I think it's by this Friday, if memory serves me correct. I don't know. I don't think she set up a specific burn address. Might have to ask her, I guess. I don't know if she set up a specific burn address or if we're just sending it to the general Tezos burn address. I don't know.
But I don't like that. I don't like sending things to the actual burn address.
Yeah, if you fuck up, they're gone forever.
Yeah. I definitely bought a couple extras to burn though.
Yeah,
and then Butternut went in and bought like everything that was out there, and I'm like, come on, man.
I was gonna buy 10, and I think I bought 5, and then I went fishing. I was like, I'll buy some later, and then I was like, oh, no, I won't. But that's cool. It's all good. Then round 2, is it the same thing? I don't even know anymore what I'm looking at half the time. Buy so much Tezos stuff these days.
Yeah, I've been kind of on a tear myself, just buying all kinds of good stuff. Mm-hmm. You've been following the Picante. I don't know if it's a hashtag or what the hell it is.
Oh yeah, well I got that Jay Byrne piece. Did you get that one?
Yeah, have you followed any of the rest of them though, or
no?
Or at least seen much of them?
No.
There's some pretty cool ones out there. I got one that's like a stereogram. I love that kind of shit, man. Or it looks 3D even though it's just there.
That's fucking cool. Yep, that's impressive.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
I got shit. I lost my train of thought. I'm not even high. Just so much going through my head. I bought the one that I was peeved was I missed out on that Mike Nash piece. What was it? The Henry Union piece that he did. The Datsun.
Yeah, he did a couple of them.
Yeah, and there was a couple helmets or something, wasn't there?
And I saw the tweet that he was gonna burn some stuff, and I was just thinking, okay, great, he's burning a bunch of old shit. I go for fantastic. And then it wasn't until like the next day I saw your tweet that said you missed it, and I was like, what the hell did I miss?
Yep.
I had to go back in, and I was like, when the hell did he mint these? I was on his page for like 3 days straight looking for a specific piece, one of his watches.
Right.
But I think because I might have had it filtered into just the watch section, so I didn't see those new mints, and I was like, what the hell? So
yeah,
I
thought it was
pretty
cool.
mad at myself for that one.
I saw he I don't know, I guess I'm gonna have to make some offers because he still has 5 pieces in his own still. So 5 of those, so I don't know. I'm going to make an offer and see if I can entice one out of him. Maybe he'll pop in here later on tonight if he has some time, and we can pick his brain about it. Because, yeah, like that was I like that one. That was badass. I mean, I got one of his vans, a couple of his vans, I think, and then I've got that Alfa Romeo of his. But, yeah. Anyways, it was a really badass piece.
Yeah, I didn't even think about trying to get some offers out of him. It's a good idea.
Yeah, well, it still says that he has 5 of them, so I think maybe if we coerce him,
that's a good idea.
He's a pretty nice dude, or maybe he has something in mind for them. We'll have an opportunity to pick him up, maybe.
Could be.
Could be. Got some people in here tonight. We got Lainey is joining us from the other side of the world, the land of the future, Australia. NFT and Chill's in here. A new episode came out today. It was pretty good. It was a very interesting project. Definitely recommend you go and check that out and listen to it if you're looking for something interesting podcast to listen to. Telos in here in the house. Daddy V Daughters here. Got to scroll down here. Block. I don't even know. CHVNG. Is it Chiving? Is it Chung? Is it plays on that? We don't know, but thanks for being here. Appreciate having you here. I don't ever claim to be able to speak properly or read properly, but I won't give you financial advice.
And then you've got abbreviations because it's Twitter and Twitter
Yes.
handles and things like that.
Yeah. It's all good. Recognizing you. You know who
so
you are. And of course, we've got our guest artist at the top here who'll be speaking with in a bit, Mr. Shilly Preston. I'm pumped to have tonight. I'm also a collector. But yeah, I have been spending way too much freaking Tezos. Way too much Tezos.
I've been buying it to stock up for inserts, for Threes inserts drop, and then, it's sitting there and I'm like, ooh, I really like that. That's only one Tezos. We just pick that up real quick.
Yeah. Oh, let me pick 2 of them up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
that one's only a half. Let me grab one of those.
Yeah, it's a Neo run. I got to buy 5 of those. Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Easy.
Yeah, Dan Williams dropped between last week and this week.
That's right.
Much going on.
Yeah, Dan Williams doing a great project. Have you got a chance to read the write-ups under each one of his pieces?
I have not.
I
tell Threes in almost every LFG that I'm illiterate because he always says read the descriptions, and I'm like, I don't. I just don't.
I'm gonna find one of his tweets and I'm gonna post that up at the top for anybody that's interested in checking it out, because he's been working on this for a while. I mean, we've known him for quite a while. He's an avid player in the Wag Me Wine project. Plus, he's in a few other projects. He's in Meta Bunny as well, and he's in a few other projects.
Well, all those Mike Nash pieces we were just talking about, I saw he picked up one of each of those.
Oh, did he? Man,
yeah.
Dan Williams got one. Damn it! All right, I got it right here.
He's quite the collector.
Okay, I got to pin this up at the top so you can check that out too. I got Neo runs up there, and I got this Dan Williams one up there. Yeah, he's an indigenous artist from Australia, and we've loved his work, and we've just been dying for him to do an NFT project, and he's got a pretty decent one going on with the chance to obtain real pieces, right? IRL pieces. So
yes,
and that's always big. Like people like stuff like that. And I mean, hey, unless you're hanging out in Australia, you're pretty much not going to get anything of his. Really. So, anyways. My dog's freaking out in the background, running around. I'm wondering what the hell he's doing. Oh, well.
I was trying to get a hold of Meta Bunny to see if he was going to come in.
He told
there he is. He's about his project.
He's right there.
Is he?
Yeah, you don't see him? Yeah, you just popped.
Mike Nash just popped in, but no. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, Meta Bunny just popped in as well.
It doesn't show me shit on here anymore.
Well, mine, between my phone and my computer, things don't always jive. Like, it takes a few seconds for him to come up on each one, right?
Well, okay. How long we been have we been co-hosting this space?
Shit,
right?
Dude.
Months.
Yeah.
I have to, when I log on to Twitter, it doesn't suggest it to me in Spaces. It doesn't show it to me. I have to go search the WXAPK account, and then I have to click into the space. Like it, I've been co-hosting it. It should just show up for me in Twitter. It should be part of the algorithm. I don't even get the tweets. I have my notifications on. I don't even get the damn tweets. They get buried.
That's messed up.
They just don't show up in notifications. I freaking don't want to get rugged tonight, so I'll leave it at that.
Slow her down.
They're listening.
But Musk said he's going through with the buy today, so hopefully we'll get this fixed shortly. Anyways, all right, enough ranting.
How's it going, Meta Bunny?
Pretty good. How are you folks?
Awesome.
Doing great.
Yeah, it's the busy season at work right now. You all probably know. It probably doesn't seem close to Black Friday, Cyber Monday for you, but for us in the e-commerce world, it definitely does.
There you go. Well, we're
getting
glad
ads ready and things like that, or
yeah, exactly. Getting all of our exciting advertisement products ready for you. Little known fact, a lot of brands do 50% or more of their business on Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So it's like a make or break day.
That's obscene, man. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like if you're in fashion or you're in like I'm in a B2B ad tech company, so we serve fashion companies, like makeup companies, a lot of like B2C products. Like they will do a considerable amount of their business this weekend, especially in the United States.
America.
I think you got a little Greek on us there with B2B and B2C, and
Beauty and
that's
cosmetics?
okay.
Oh yeah. B2B is business to business. So if you're a
Okay.
business and I'm selling you,
And then
uh,
business to consumer. Now I'm with you.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna start
Well,
using that
tell
now, Willie. Let's do a little B2B and do some fucking NFT trading. A
well,
little B2B, me and you.
hey man, it's I've I've already got the email written up. As soon as I get my flight book, I was waiting for the other couple answers on some things before I could book to see if the wife was coming out with me or not. But as soon as I get my flight book, I'm firing off that email to Truly.
Yeah, get that going. Yeah, get the sponsor, get the little B2B.
So yeah, some B2B. Anyways, so Bunny, tell us a little bit about your project. As everybody, as most people know, if you don't know, we're gonna give away one of your bunny NFTs. I'll let you go ahead and explain what your project is a little bit and a little bit about it. But at some point during while we're talking to Shilly tonight, I'll just take a random snapshot and then we'll have a little wheel spin, and then we'll notify the winner. But go ahead and tell us about it.
Yeah. It's good to see you folks. Some of you already know me. I see Elaine here, some other people. But I'm MetaBunny. I run a project that is essentially a digital desktop pet. I'll go ahead and pin a tweet to give you an idea, but you can think of it like Clippy from the 2000s, um, but applied to NFTs. So you basically download our desktop pet, and you get this cute bunny on your desktop that is a companion for you. We track analytics on like how much time you spend with it, and so on. Assuming you use your wallet to get your bunny, and then we can give you prizes related to that. And we also have an NFT community with all the things that you've come to expect from a typical NFT community, like game nights, art competitions, and anything else. So we're a small project, but we're hoping to grow and hopefully lease out this NFT digital pet technology to other projects. Um, once we've made it more mature and found market fit with it. Um, Here, I'll go ahead and pin a tweet to
Please do.
explain a little bit more visually. Sorry
And
about that.
you're the main dev on the project, right?
Um, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I work on it with a really good friend of mine who did the bulk of the development, but I've done probably like 20 or 30% now. I run the Discord and I talk on these spaces. I also run the longer term vision for the project. Um, yeah, so you can see here if you when after you've installed the bunny, there are 4 bunnies on the screen. These are on my desktop. If you scroll ahead in the video, you'll see that the bunnies are positioned absolutely over all your other windows, which allows you to kind of feel like you have a companion on your desktop while your other applications are running or you're doing work or studying or whatever. The bunnies only have a couple animations right now. They DJ, they dance, they sleep, they eat. But we're hoping to add more in the future as we find more interest in the project. But yeah, there's a free to play version as well now. So if you don't own a MetaBunny NFT, you can still use the project. We won't track analytics on your wallet if you have the free to play version, but you can still use the bunny if you think it's cute and fun, and consider buying the NFT later. But if you do, use your NFT to um, start the bunny. Then you're entered for awards in our system, and we can track you and you're entered for special, rewards on our game nights and so on. We do $10 for the best performing Meta Bunny holder in our game night every week. Bi-weekly, we have a art competition that also rewards $10 to the best Meta Bunny screenshot provided to us, and we have also several usage related prizes that we do sporadically. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions on it.
I will. Oh fuck, my mic was off.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we've known you for a little while. We've around the space and whatnot. So we thought your project was cool the first time we saw it and heard about it, and just
you're definitely one of a kind. I don't see a lot of other projects that have used the technology the way that we did. So I think there are a lot of metaverses and things like that, and we're considering as a next project like VR, but we are definitely one of a kind.
Yep. I love playing with the Meta Bunny on my desktop. I haven't in a while. I'll be honest, but it's fucking addicting for anybody that's played it. I don't know if Laney's used it yet, but One Wheel, have you used it yet?
I have not, because I was in the middle of a move, and I was
yeah.
trying to get it set up on a virtual server, because I only use other than my virtual servers, I only use a work computer. So
right, yeah.
And I never got my VM set back up, so I have not had a chance to play with it yet, actually.
Well, we're available on Mac and PC, so
yeah,
no excuses.
I run it on a Mac. I love them. They're fun. When you added the DJing and the dancing, I would like, what is it? How many buddies can you have? It's 5, 7, 5, right? I think at a time, or can you have more? Anyways, I usually get the DJ going, and then I try to get all the other bunnies dancing. It's like my fun game, and then I throw them all over my screen.
Yeah, it's just a cute distraction right now, but we hope to build on the technology a lot more.
Yeah, for sure.
After we found a more like product fit. So yeah,
awesome. I wish I need to start. I keep saying it, but I need to get into those damn Monday night Discord games.
And it's a great project, like if you have kids or something to that effect, and they're using a computer and they're like playing games or something like that. Like the Meta Bunny can be in the background, and just it's something to like flick around and like have fun with while you're doing other things.
Yeah.
So
just what I need at work, more distractions.
Yeah, you need more distractions. That's right. So here's like an example of me. I posted a different tweet here of me like playing like this old school game called RuneScape, with the Meta Bunnies like in the background, all hanging out. So I like to game. So whenever I'm gaming, I'll keep the bunny up and I'll just like flick it around and stuff like that. It's a good time.
Excellent.
But yeah, it's definitely more of it is like closer to a kid-friendly product. There is nothing like violent in the bunny or anything like that.
No.
Mine has nunchucks or ninja stars or something though.
I think we have like cute weapons, but there's nothing like that would be child and like inappropriate.
No firearms.
No, they're safe bunnies.
No blood, nothing like that. Yeah.
No blood.
No, they're super cool. We appreciate you coming up, sharing, and having a giveaway for us tonight. So we appreciate that. And like I said, anybody new joining us, I'll just be taking a random snapshot while we talk to Shilly here in just a minute, and then we'll do a wheel spin and give it away that way. So you never know when that snapshot's going to be taken. You got to hang around for the whole Shilly interview. With that, I think we'll bring him up.
Sorry, I was trying to figure out my damn microphone. Yeah. Thank God you're here, Willie.
Right?
Yeah.
So, a little introduction. I first saw Shilly in the Lego, the TZ Minifigs Discord server. I just saw him posting something, and I just laughed at his name and thought it was hilarious, and then didn't think much about him after that. And then Bits, I think you started buying some of his work. Right? We lose Bits. I think we lost Bits.
Sorry.
Anyways,
Here.
I think Bits started buying some of his work after that.
Yes, definitely.
Um,
Yes, I've got a few pieces.
yeah, I wasn't even really aware that he was an artist until you started picking up some pieces, and then really liked his stuff. Saw him in the Pop Labs Discord, started talking a little bit, and now here he is. I tried to invite him up.
I did.
He's here. You did too.
I did as well. Oh, there we go. Boom, speaker. Just like that. Technology keeping us all on pace.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Cool. Yeah.
Right on. Good stuff. Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming to hang out with us tonight.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. I wanted to point out to everybody as well that this is another cherry popper for first time as a guest on a space, if I'm correct, right? That was you'd never.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. We're gonna have to mint a token for that too now, Willie.
Yeah. We need a cherry popper token.
Cherry popper token.
We've got quite a few that we popped their spaces cherry, I think.
It's really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is my first one.
Well, cool. Hopefully it works out really good. Hopefully we don't burn the place down while you're here, I guess. So yeah, Willie and I are both collectors of your stuff. You're definitely you're a positive person out in the community. I mean, you support a lot of people. So give us a little background on you. Tell us when you became not a real artist, and you can dox yourself as much as little as you want.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I mostly, well, I guess I should say the reason why I call myself a fake artist is because I've been an art collector for like almost 20 years now, and so I mostly have collected art, and I have zero artistic ability. Like I can't draw, I can't paint. Like I can do abstract stuff or whatever. Like, but I never liked anything that I could create. So I was just decided I'll just collect art for the rest of my life, and then mostly just local stuff in different places that I've lived. Just local like pottery and paintings and stuff from people. And then, but I've been involved with cryptocurrency since 2014. And so I kind of been keeping my eye on it for, over the years and doing little things here and there. And then NFTs came around, and at first it was not really anything because it was just kind of like a little game for games, like Crypto Dozer. I think that was the first one I actually saw back in like 2019. That was an NFT, but it wasn't like art. And so eventually I started collecting them as they started coming out as art and I really wasn't into like PFPs or utility or anything like that because I really just cared about art. And so I've collected art on probably 8 or 9 different blockchains, just all over the place throughout the last couple of years. But I kind of got sucked into Tezos and started mostly only collecting on Tezos about a year ago. And so I've been mostly just collecting on Tezos, and then started messing around with AI stuff back in December. Really like night cafe, like really primitive stuff, really horrible looking stuff, but it was really cool. And so I started doing just style transfers because I don't. Most people that know who I am know that I love Fidenzas. I don't own any Fidenzas, but I just love the look of them, and so I started just doing style transfers of some of my art that I had collected. Like I think the first one I ever did was one by Pretty Bad. I collected one of his pieces a long time back, and I switched it to a Fidenza version of it, and it looked super rad. And I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. So I sent it to him, and then just kind of kept messing around with stuff like that. And then, but still not an artist. I'm just messing around on the computer and stuff. And still today, so really, sorry, this is a super long story, just getting up to why I call myself a fake artist. Everything I make is with AI. And so I don't have like I said, I can't draw, I can't paint, I can't do any of this stuff. So I just call it pretend art, because when I first started doing it back in December, I had to like put a disclaimer saying like, this is AI. Not that it really looked nice, it didn't look good, but people would be like, wow, that was with AI? That surprised me. And then, a lot of people got really upset. Not at me, because I've always been super open about it. Like I tell people what prompts I use. Like I don't care. I just want people to be able to make art, because I'm mostly a collector. So I typically talk about other people's art more than my own. So this is kind of weirdly talking about my own. But so yeah, that's why I'm a pretend artist. I make everything with AI. I just now started learning how to use Photoshop within the last like 2 months. So still, but I just kind of, it's not my job. I don't do this for a living. I mostly just like to collect art because I love art. I love art history. I love modern art. And so I still just don't really see myself as an artist though.
So can you back up a little bit and explain to me like a dummy, because I'm a dummy, what's a fidenza?
Oh yeah, okay. So fidenzas are it was part of art blocks back when art blocks started in Ethereum back in like I think it was 2020 or something when they came out. But Tyler Hobbs, it was one of the first big generative art projects that came out. And there's like I'm not an expert, so I could be wrong on a lot of this. Although I did become much more acquainted with it, I'll tell you a quick story of how I actually got more into art. So the fidenzas are just kind of cool. They're like abstract, but they're just different shapes. Really cool. If you look up fidenzas, you'll see a bunch that you probably know. Like Snoop Dogg has a really cool one. And they reminded me of sort of like Piet Mondrian, but not squares, more circles, and just that kind of cool abstract stuff. And so I started doing. Let me back up a little bit more. So the other thing that really sucked me into Tezos was Kala came out with the Baskunks, and I've always loved Basquiat, Jean-Michel Basquiat, and so I saw that, and I was like, that's incredible. They're just basically punks that look like in the style of Basquiat, and so I picked up one of those, and really got like I started taking pieces, Basquiat pieces, and then doing just a super basic style transfer with a fidenza piece and turn them into I called them a Fidensky out. And so made a bunch of those, started selling them. People thought they were really cool. And it's still like, I still do them every once in a while just because I still think they look cool. But I eventually started turning them into to GIFs. And so Xerox, lots of people know Xerox. He's pretty rad. In the Tezos community, makes some really cool art. He did the royalty piece where it was royalty free and CCO, it was all public domain. And so I did a version of that. Actually, I ended up doing like 5 versions of that. Xerox actually was kind of like, why do you keep doing more of them? And I was like, I'm sorry, they look cool. Because he wanted to collect all of them. And so I did one, and I called it, because his was called Royalty, I called it Royal Fidenza. And it was pretty cool looking. It's just a bunch of mice walking around this, pole, and, it's pretty cool looking. But what happened was Tyler Hobbs wasn't happy about it, and he sent a cease and desist to Object and my account got restricted. And so I wasn't even really I'm like still back then even less of an artist than I think I am now. And so I was like, what? Why would you even care? Like I sold 10 of them for like, I think 5 Tezos a piece or something.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm hearing about this, especially on Object.
Yeah,
in Tezos.
Yeah, so this was back in May, and it became this sort of big thing where Xerox put together this really cool event where they did a Fidenza for Fidenza thing, and everyone was just kind of making different Fidenza remix stuff, and that's how I got a lot of really cool art, because everybody kind of came together and was like ended up sending me a lot of really cool Fidenza art that they made. By now looking back at it, by some like crazy artists like Von Doyle and De Hissens and isolationists, like all these super crazy artists just sent me all this cool art back then. And then I started getting, sorry, I kind of lost track of what I was even talking about. I apologize.
Damn, I need a breath. Just okay. I'm like fucking. I am over here. I am googling shit like it's mad. You're like listing off track, and I'm just
yeah,
like,
I feel like I've learned so much in the first 5 minutes here.
Okay, yeah, no, go ahead. Catch your train of thought. Catch a train of thought. Yeah, have a glass of water.
Actually, I made a piece for that for the Fidenza event too.
Hey.
Oh. Sorry, I brought Flexosaurus Rex up.
Oh,
to speak,
Flex. Of course you did.
Flex. So I'm not on isolation or Xerox level, but it's still a cool piece.
Oh man, are you kidding me? No. Yeah, Flex is the best. And while I'm mentioning people, Block Chung, one of my favorite artists in the audience, one of the first artists that I collected from on Tezos. And then Huge Mike, another guy in the audience. He's another one making super dope AI art. I really like his stuff.
Hey, I know that guy.
Also, just to interject, I just sold Reachback by Xerox for 8,000 Tez just now, about 5 minutes ago.
Oh, dang. That's awesome.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
That is rad. Whoa. Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, so there's so many cool people. I could talk about other people's art all day because I love art and like, so if you look at any of the stuff I've made recently, I love like my biggest inspiration is Rene Magritte. Like I love surreal art, and so, but I also love all of the like Dada artists like Marcel Duchamp and like Jean Dubuffet. The dude, and like Henri Rousseau had like these dudes that had no formal training at all, and then became like these super famous artists. I love. Yeah, I love all of that stuff. And the ones that just did like way stupid stuff, like all the Dada stuff, like so much of that art is so dumb, but I love it. Like, because it's just so stupid. So, and that's kind of where you'll see some of that come out in my art, where I just like do the dumbest stuff ever because I just think it's funny.
I appreciate.
Yeah, I think you're really funny.
Oh, I totally appreciate the funniness in it. I think the other day you laid out a Twitter where you were like, real artists be talking whatever the heck you said, and then you were like, and then there's me, Ronald McDonald, Mick Jagger painting.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the actual prompt I used for that NFT. It was just Mick Jagger, Ronald McDonald, and it came out really cool eventually. So.
Yeah, it did. I was actually I had an opportunity to jump on one of those, and I should have, and I never did. Anyways.
Yeah, I wasn't following as closely back then.
Yeah,
I definitely should have too.
No, I ended up burning a lot of NFTs back then. When I kind of, I act like I've been doing this for decades. I've been making art for like less than a year, so keep that in mind with everything that I say.
That's decades in this space.
Yeah. So it's like I have like these phases. Like I go through a McDonald's phase where I was just like everything was McDonald's for a while, and then I went through a trash art phase where everything was garbage cans and just like really dumb crap, and then now I'm just kind of like doing all surreal, but I'm really kind of obsessed with like surreal architecture and like that kind of stuff now, so I'm kind of focusing more on that. Mm-hmm. Just as I'm doing, stuff in Midjourney. Like I have Midjourney running like 24/7. I have like, so I've minted like maybe 120 NFTs. I've made like 25,000 images in Midjourney. So it's like I basically just keep it running constantly, trying to make different stuff all the time.
Wow, using the tools to the extreme, burning it.
Yeah, just just to see what comes up because I realize I've got a lot of like funny ideas in my head and like interesting ideas I'd like to make, but I've never been able to make them and never, I tried to kind of learn how to paint and stuff. I've got, I don't know, my brain doesn't really work that way, I don't think. And so it's just now that I kind of have a way of somewhat making the things that I can kind of see in my head, I just kind of have it running constantly.
Yeah, you're definitely can tell that you definitely have a little bit of control over it. Like you've got some ideas for sure on how to use the tools. That's for sure. I was just looking at one of the ones that I was looking at the stuff that I've got from you. And one of my favorite ones that I use almost every damn morning is the Morning in the Mountains. These small Pepe in the mountains living the McDream. I love that one. And then I bought the other
Oh,
one. I bought the other one the other day too as well. I fucking love
that's
those.
awesome.
But
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
So I
Oh,
actually
go
want to
ahead.
ask you about those because I don't think a lot of other AI artists are using Photoshop in any way at all. But the M on the coffee cups is way too clean. Is that photoshopped?
No, well, so that actually, the thing, okay, so like, it's funny because I signed up for the Dolly wait list like back in January or something. And so I ended up getting into Dolly a little bit earlier. I got in during the beta. But by the time I got in there, I'd been using Midjourney for, a few months and really had kind of figured out how to do the prompts. And then Dolly is kind of a different beast. You do the prompts a lot differently. And so I really never kind of picked up Dolly very much, but I realized it could do the McDonald's logo perfectly. And so I would just take a picture. So I did the first part of that whole Pepe in the mornings, or whichever one it is, or actually for both of them. Did them both in Stable Diffusion first in Midjourney, and or no, in the Stability AI back when they were doing their beta, and then put it into Dolly. Just block out the coffee cup a little bit, and then I just do McDonald's logo, golden arches on there, and it puts perfect McDonald's logo on there.
Okay.
that's so badass.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
care what
always just
anybody
so
says.
clean, and I'm like, it's not like any other AI art because like
Yeah.
some of it you can, especially on a logo or something like that, you can usually see the
hmm
slight glitching and things like that.
Yeah, there's Dolly, it's getting better. It seems like you can kind of tell, like over time, they each get better. Like Midjourney's gotten like 1,000 times better from when I first started using it. But with for whatever reason, Dolly is really good at getting specific logos. But like the McDonald's logo, it's just perfect. Like I did a few a while back of like old 17th century McDonald's restaurants, and they looked really cool, kind of like oil paintings, but it could never get the logo right because it was in Midjourney. And so then once I got Dolly, I would put it in there, just have it put a logo in there, and it would blend it in all pretty well, as far as I could tell, anyway. So that's really the only thing I kind of use Dolly for now.
That's interesting that
That's pretty cool.
you got to use the different ones to get different effects, but I guess they all learn differently. They're all different programs, I guess, or AI.
Yeah,
You want to call it.
yeah.
So what do you mostly use in Photoshop for now? I mean, it looks like you're taking some outputs and then putting those into a larger scene.
Yeah, yeah. So, um, mostly what I've been using Photoshop for recently is just cleaning stuff up. Because if you zoom in on like a lot of these AI images, just the raw AI images look really cool when you're looking at it at first, but then when you zoom in, you can kind of see where it's like messed up in certain areas, like the lines don't match, or like you can look at a whole bunch of mine that I've done where I'm going back and looking at them now, and I'm like, oh man, that kind of looks like crap. And so I'm like realizing now how it didn't look like as it's been progressing. And so that's mostly what I do is I go in like, especially with windows and stuff, like trying to make them look normal. Um, the other thing, probably the biggest thing I've done so far, which is huge for me, was I minted a piece, I think it was last week, the Piet Mondrian eating tomato soup. And what I did with that was most of that is just the raw image, but I switched the head on it because the head on one of the other outputs looked better than this one because I wanted to have there's 2 bowls of tomato soup, which makes no sense, but that's why I like it. And so I actually switched the head over and then fixed his fingers kind of a little bit. So it's not like really in-depth stuff. It's like super basic that I'm just kind of learning as I'm going.
Yeah, for some reason, I don't know. I've always been so fascinated with Photoshop, but never been able to learn. Like I've had versions of like the original Photoshop, and I've just never had the time to actually sit down and fucking learn it.
There's a lot of stuff in there, and I'm really just basically just pushing buttons and doing whatever and seeing what happens for the most part. The last time I did any art on the computer was with Microsoft Paint, probably 25 years ago. And so I'm using whatever knowledge I have from that and pulling it over to Photoshop.
Yeah. I watch whenever I use Photoshop, or there's the Photopea or whatever it's called. It's freaking. I watch a lot of videos. It's like, oh, I want to do this.
Bits you cut out.
And I
think I was cutting out for a second.
Are you cutting out? Was I cutting out? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay. Willie,
you can hear me? Can you hear Bits?
Yeah.
Oh, see, okay. I gotta jump on and log back in. This happened to me last week too.
Sure.
I couldn't hear a shit word Laser Dude was saying. I'll be back.
All right. And we'll play a little musical note. Da, 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 da. No, just kidding. I was gonna say, yeah. Whenever I use like Photoshop, like I watch YouTube videos like fucking crazy. Like, it's like I probably spend more time watching YouTube videos learning how to figure something out that I want to do. But
yeah,
right. Did Willie come back in? I thought I just saw him there somewhere. Oh, it's funny, Willie. You're showing up on the computer, but you're not showing up on my phone. So I can't add. Oh, there he is. Okay. Invite to co-host. Send co-host invite. Oh. Let's see where we're at now.
Okay. All right.
Hey, right. You back, Willie?
I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, same thing as last week. I just one person cuts out. I can't hear half the conversation.
Good old technology,
right.
Making life quick and easy.
Right.
Shilly, can I wanted to ask you about your PFP. It intrigues me.
Oh,
it intrigues
me. Yeah. Okay. So, this the PFP I've got, this one, this is so funny when I think about it, because this is back when I was collecting NFTs on Binance chain, because I had a bunch of BNB coins that I had accumulated over the years. And so, and it was before I'd started collecting on Tezos. So there's a super, there was a really cool marketplace on there, and there was a lot of cool, like, street art looking stuff, and, just stuff here and there. And I was kind of just looking through it, and I noticed this, like, there was this freaky looking kid. Like, it looked like an oil painting of like this just terrifying looking kid, and it looked hilarious to me. And it's like it looks like an old like Dutch Vermeer painting, but it's like a kid with like giant eyes, and it looks like an impressionist oil painting. And so I bought it for like, I don't even know, it wasn't a lot, like $10 or something. Ended up the artist, his handle's Igorok, Igorok. He's an artist from Ukraine, and I started buying a couple of his pieces, and he was like, "Hey, I want to do a piece for you. What would you want?" And I was like, "Well, do whatever you're doing to these paintings, do it to my PFP." Because before this PFP, it was just a regular picture of Billy Preston, the keyboard and piano player. And so he did. He made it all freaky looking, and I loved it. And so I've had it. I just put it on there I think this was back in like November, and I've just had it on there ever since.
I have loved it ever since the moment that I saw that. I've just always loved it. I've been intrigued by it. Like the fro. It's all about the fro, I think.
Yeah, that's one of my
crazy
favorite
look.
Shilly Preston pictures.
Yeah, it's awesome. These are the pressing things we need to know on this space.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask about your collecting. You said you've been collecting for 20 years, so obviously real world then.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Mostly not big stuff. Like I don't have anything from anyone that you guys would know, but it like I I actually a lot of it is pottery. Just like I love little like cups or jars or like pots that just local people make. And so I'll just go to different art like little I used to live in Utah. There's a lot of little art galleries there. Now I live in Oregon. There's a lot of art galleries here and like art fairs. So I'll just go around to different art fairs and stuff and just collect local stuff. Mostly, like I said, mostly like pottery and stuff and ceramic stuff, but also some paintings and stuff like that. So it's not a huge collection. I say I've been collecting for like 20 years, but it's like maybe a couple pieces a year max until NFTs came out, and then it kind of went crazy.
Yeah, and NFTs
I feel like
don't
hearing
take up space.
that if you were in New York, you would have been one of the guys that picked up one of those Banksies when he was selling them for like $10, and nobody knew they were his.
I always tell myself I would love to believe that I would do that, and I would hope that I would, because those would be rad. And I would like to believe that I would, because a lot of the art that I've collected, like if you look through my collection, I have a lot of NFTs, but most of those I bought for like 3 or 4 Tezos or less, because I'm just looking for new art constantly, and I just happen to find a lot of people like when they are kind of first starting, like Rata Yankee. I ended up picking up a bunch of his pieces back in November when they were like 10 Tezos or something, and now they're like a lot. And so I collect a lot, but I don't spend a ton of money on it though. Like I collect a lot of like really inexpensive stuff just because I just collect what looks cool. And if I think it looks cool, I'll collect it. And then a lot of it has ended up becoming, stuff that is worth a lot more money now, but that's never the reason why I ever buy it. It's always just I just buy stuff that looks cool.
That's one of the wicked advantages of Tezos for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Big time.
Yeah, me and Bits were gonna butt heads on that one.
Oh
yeah. I just mean we're running to the same comment.
Yeah.
Like yeah, that's what we love about Tezos is we can go around and spend $5-6 and collect 3 or 4 pieces.
My wallet's out of control.
Just stuff we really like.
I need to create more wallets. My fucking wallet's out of control. Like just I can't even. I have like 17 pages in my wallet now, I think, or something like that, and it's like I never would have imagined. I'm sure if I add it all up, it's a lot of Tez.
Yeah, it can happen quick. Yeah. So you'll have a whole lot before you know it. Sometimes I look back at my page and I'm like, whoa, did I really collect 9 pieces today? And it's like, holy crap.
That hostile.
And then you get an offer accepted that you forgot you even had out there for 2 months.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, shit, I got that one too.
Yeah, that's always the best. That's like Christmas morning. You get a piece that just shows up in your wallet that you forgot you put an offer on.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the best.
For sure. Flex, you were going to say something there?
I just said I've really been enjoying my collection a lot more since I went through, and it probably took me a solid week to do that, but when I split everything into separate like concentration areas.
Right. Yeah, that's right. That was you last week. That was my inspiration. 100%.
Yeah, it's just something about it. Like I think I'm OCD about collecting because I'm just like obsessive collector anyway, but seeing everything like arranged by the different category types is like brings me this little OCD sense of satisfaction.
It's definitely what's lacking in the wallets, being able to easily do that.
So actually, Wise is in an art guild with me. She's the community manager for Objects, and one of the next features they're going to release is the ability to sort your pieces in your wallet.
Oh, that'll be dreamy.
That's awesome.
I just gave you guys some alpha, free alpha.
Boom.
That's rad. That'll be sweet.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again? I was working a deal on in Discord.
I can say it again, but you're gonna have to send me 100 Tez.
we're gonna have to shoot Willie after.
You know what? I just saved 100 Tez actually. So
curses.
It's recorded. I can go back.
Damn it. You'll be able to sort your wallet. You'll arrange your wallet any way you want with the pieces in it.
On object or
yeah, on object and part of the UI.
Oh, nice. Are you helping with that development then?
No. I'm in an art guild with Wyatt, so sometimes she tells us what's going on.
Willie was off doing stuff. He wasn't listening. Willie, you weren't listening.
Sweet. I wasn't. I rarely do that, but I had a deal that I had to work through to get my Miami tickets booked. So those will be being booked tonight.
Willie's rocking deals while you spending Tezos or are you spending
Tezos? Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Spending Tezos while we're talking Tezos and art.
Sorry, Proteon, you weren't fast enough, I guess. He'll know what that means if he's still in here, and I just can't see him.
So, how many pieces did you say you have? How many NFTs have you done, Shilly?
Let's see. I think I probably created, maybe 150 or something. Probably way more than I should have in the amount of time I've been making them. But yeah, I've made quite a few.
That's awesome. I always look forward every day. I look forward to seeing something.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that.
I probably need to buy them.
I'm glad.
Sorry.
Well, sorry. No, go ahead.
No, I wasn't going to say anything. I was just mumbling.
Oh, I appreciate that. I'm glad that people like it. I show them to my kids sometimes. They don't really care, but so I'm glad someone likes them.
I think you got a few collectors out there. I do believe.
Yeah.
The McDonald's.
I've got I will always go back to McDonald's, and so I'll go back to I'll always do trash art. I'll always do McDonald's stuff. Goes through phases.
Yeah, the hostile architecture. I've got a couple pieces. I think I've got 4 because I think I collected that Hen Reunion one that you did.
Oh yeah,
too, so
yeah.
I think I have 4 now or 3. I'm not sure.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate that. I like the way those ones are coming out. I've got a few other ones that I'm trying to pace them more instead of releasing them every other day. That's too much. So I got to slow it down a little bit. I just have too much art.
Yeah, we've heard that actually echoed through a few of our guests about sometimes they'll be like, well, yeah, you get excited and you keep going, release, and it's people are like, well, you should maybe give your collectors a little bit of breathing room, or right? Don't oversaturating, I guess, can happen as well.
Yeah.
Where I go and I got a whole page of Shilly Preston from a week.
Oh well, I appreciate it. Hey, I apologize. I've got to take off.
Sure, that's no worries, man. We really appreciate your time and you coming in to hang out with us, man. You've kind of been on our radar for a little bit to have you on, and we're happy that we could be your first space.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. Thanks so much for having me. It's been really cool.
So if we can ever convince one of our space artists to create us a cherry popper token, then
it'll have to be Shilly Preston. Maybe
you'll definitely get one.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
Go. Thank you, man. We appreciate you. You're welcome back anytime you want to come. If you got something you want to promote, you want to just hang out, pop in anytime. You're free to have the microphone and come in and hang with us for sure, dude.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Cheers.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
Woo. That was fun.
It's always fun.
I love that. And he came in like a wrecking ball too, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
I could ask him about his collection for another day though. Easy.
Well, yeah, 100%. That's where I was kind of biting my tongue on it too, because I was like, well, just get sidetracked.
Yeah, I was trying to focus on his artwork and not his collecting, but you want to know everything. You want to know both, so it's hard to kind of stay on track sometimes.
Absolutely. Yeah, just looking for his stuff in my wallet today. That was just frustrating because I bought some pieces like so far back. Well, like a month or so ago, and now they're just like they're pages and pages and pages away. I guess there's a search function too, isn't there? I probably could manage to use a little bit better. Well, we've got good room in here. Thanks for hanging out in here tonight with us and coming to join us tonight, everybody. We did take snapshot. Willie and I both took snapshots to make sure that we got the room for the giveaway of the Meta Bunny.
Yeah, since apparently most of my stuff doesn't show up. Most of the people don't show up for me. So if you were in here, make sure that you're following the WX8BK in the Meta Bunny account, and so we can get a hold of you and inform you if you won.
Meta Bunny. Who next week? Who do we have on next week, Willie? I forgot.
Oh, we have 0009 next week, which he actually popped in for a minute, and then had to pop back out, I guess. But yeah, another AI artist who's coming in hot to the scene right now. He's just on fire.
I was just trying to find something to pin here, but my old man hands aren't doing it. Can't get
it. He'll be in here next week.
0009. Nope, I'm not. This isn't working. I'm going to stop this before I end up killing the space. Shutting us down. Yes, we will be doing an NFT giveaway next week as well. Don't know what it is yet, or maybe I do, and I'm not.
I think it might be one of his pieces.
Oh, really?
Maybe it could be.
Oh, could be.
Right. I think it could be.
We'll have to see what's going on, but you'll have to tune in next week, and we'll you'll find out then.
Yeah,
our buddy what's up, guys? How's it going?
What's up, Mike?
Oh, man, just chilling. Just hanging out down here, watching the jellyfish and this, that, and the other. What's going on? Dude, Shilly, what a legend. That's fucking amazing, right?
He's been a big collector of your stuff for a while, hasn't he?
Yeah, and I think, and that's one of the things that I really need to do is go back through and use some of the tools and man, I've realized there's some homies that was collecting my stuff like way back in the day that are like that I need to connect with. I need to do a fly out or something. I don't know, but no, I've always loved what Shilly's up to, and especially the trash art and kind of the underground OG punk rock kind of feel of the whole thing and all that. And it's like one of those things. It's and I don't know, man. Yeah, it's like fucking rad as hell.
Fuck, couldn't have said it any better myself. Yeah, no, it's really funny actually. I've when I look through different artists' wallets and I see the things, and I know, yes, I'm pretty sure Shilly's definitely collected Mike Nash. I think just about everybody in here has collected Mike Nash, and if you haven't, you should.
I should have not missed that last drop.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. Go ahead.
Were you gonna say something, Willie?
No, that's where I was at.
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
That's where I was at. I was at missing your last drop.
I thought it was pretty dope that that Shilly gave a shout out to Huge Mike as well. He's one of our Wag Me Wine members. He's been our third mic on the show a few times.
Yeah. Huge Mike's got some cool art himself down there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got a sticker from him. Still don't know what to put it on.
I see. I was smart. I got two. I bought.
You got two stickers.
I bought two of the NFTs, so I got two stickers.
That was smart.
I know. You need three. You need one for the laptop, one for the cell phone case,
and then one to like deface public property with.
See, I was going to deface public property for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm missing a couple for myself.
I have a really bad habit. There's probably some kind of like, scientific term for it, but I hoard stickers. I'll get stickers and I'll fucking hang on to them forever and ever and ever and ever because I always want to put them in the right spot in the perfect place. And then I
do the same thing.
Dude, I'm not even joking.
Dude, have we talked about this?
I don't know.
I think this could be like a really cool project. Like, did y'all ever like self-address and stamp postage to a skateboard or a surf company?
Yes.
So they would like send you stickers.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, bet.
Let's figure that out in this space. I think that could be a thing. That's like gamification, kinda, right?
Absolutely. Using old school mail.
You gotta burn a stamp.
Yeah. Or I don't know. Yeah, dude. I'll tell you, if you send me postage to a place that I actually receive it, it's self-addressed. Like I'll send you like gold flakes or like diamonds or something. I don't know. I mean that
fucking diamonds. If you're gonna send me diamonds, I'm gonna send a box over.
We'll figure it out.
Dude, that's hilarious. It's a good idea. We're making notes right now. Making notes. I gotta get that. That'd be a good way for me to get rid of my sticker collection too.
No, dude, you can't do that. No, we're gonna have to find like a really cool skate deck that you're gonna hang on the wall forever or something. So those are gonna be like good ones.
Like it's funny because I'm a mechanic, right? So I've got my toolboxes at work. And my newest toolbox that I bought a couple of years ago, I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna put all these I got all these stickers, and I went through a stack of stickers that I had sitting on a bookshelf in my computer room here, and I was like, okay, well this, and then I'm like, well that one's too nice, no this one's too nice, so then I like put like the grade 3 stickers, like the lower down grading stickers, went onto my toolbox because I didn't want to destroy any really cool stickers. I'm like, fuck, like it's definitely got
it's crazy, it's nuts, but it's like collecting anything like cards, or it's like where are you going to use it, are you going to hold on to it, are you going to hoard it, are you going to use it, are you going to share it, but it's kind of fucking rad.
Once you stick it on something, it's kind of done. Like it's if we're talking NFTs utility, a sticker, once you stick it on something, its utility has been used.
Yeah, kind of.
It's been burnt.
But it is kind of cool. It's like, okay, if I get to know the artist, like he might send me another one, or he might make one for me, or at least I could like find out who else has one to get, or something. So it's like this weird back channel of relationship too. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
These are the pressing questions. The pressing things we need to know.
I just want to reset the room a little bit here. We got a lot of people that just came in, Laser Lou and Nicholas Dime and some of the new people down there. And if you're not following if you're not following everybody in this space, then you need to check your Twitter accounts, because everybody in here has just been so cool and such good supporters, and they all have really cool Twitter accounts.
Absolutely.
And art.
No Dan Williams tonight. I was pretty surprised. He's been a busy guy with his drop, I bet. All freaking out.
Yeah, so we were talking about the space moving so quick. Nicholas Dimes down there dropped something the other day too, and had to pick up quite a few of those.
I don't know that I am aware of that. Did you share that? Did I get to look at any of that? Should I have been collecting this?
So it was he posted it into my into my shill thread that I tried to get going that I got like no traction on.
Oh, is that the?
For your cell phone screen?
Yeah, I think there's just too much other stuff going on at the time right now in Tez, and I just couldn't get any traction on that post. Got a couple cool ones, but
dude, I got some more for you.
Well, now, so I updated my phone today, and okay, so let me back up. The whole reason I started that thread was because I was looking through Laser Lou stuff, and I was looking through some Proteon stuff, and I was looking at the DeLorean piece I have of yours, Mike, that I just love, and I was gonna try to set that.
It's not the right format, right?
Yeah, it's too horizontal, right? So it doesn't work very well. And so I was like, well, let me see what else is out there before I go back to a Proteon or a Laser Lou, you know. And then I just didn't get very far. So then I updated my phone today, and now I can't do that anymore. I can't do live. Like they didn't with the iOS update, they didn't include it. So you can't do a live background anymore. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's fucking bullshit, man. Dude, like when I updated my laptop, it's like I lost a display. I lost the monitor, man. Like it's like I gotta go get like some workaround, like some sort of USB C3 or something. But I'll tell you, this is funny because Laser's in the room. The background on my phone, behind my apps and everything, is a piece that I did that Laser owns. It's like a one-on-one that Lou bought, and I stole it for my background.
Oh, you're gonna have to pay Lou royalties for your piece that you stole back.
And it's been a while. Yeah, I know. Like basically all your food's paid for in Miami, dude.
Boom! There you go. I just picked up a Laser Lou piece the other day, VIP. It was there. I took it. I'm not going to sleep on those things. It's very hard to keep track of all this shit, man.
Hey, Willie, how you doing, sir?
Good. How are you, man? I'm
good. I would actually like to apologize because I remember reaching out or posting on your thread. Like if any of you assholes are gonna post on here, you better make sure you drop something that he wants.
No, I like it.
That was awesome.
Tell those people, man. Dude, hey, if I post a shill thread, it's because I'm looking to buy. If you're not posting in my shill thread, you're not selling NFTs.
And not just buy. You want to buy something specific,
Right.
So I told those Tezos guys, don't even bother. If you're gonna show something, make sure it aligns with what he's asking.
I remember that
that's
post.
All I asked.
I remember that.
It was real simple too.
I remember it now.
Yeah.
And if I could have heard your voice and your tone with that and your accent, that would have just people would have listened.
What is up, Nico? Hey, Robin's racing, Cole. Robin is racing.
Damn straight. Hey, Nick. Can I call you Nick or Nikki?
Some people call me Champ. Some people call me Nikki D. Call me whatever, boss.
Yeah.
Do you want to come on and be a featured guest artist in a couple weeks?
Let's do it. Let's do it. My schedule's looking real busy around that time, but you're a real special person in this Tezos community. I would love to absolutely be here as a guest. Absolutely.
Fantastic. You hear it here now. We'll get that booked.
I heard that.
So we just won't ask you about your art or anything right now. I mean, you're welcome to stay up as a speaker and hang, but we'll kind of save some of that.
No art talk.
Well, I gotta jump down and get back to working on the car, but scope out what's in my collection, guys. It's just getting better every week. It's just getting better every week. But
excellent.
I'm on.
I appreciate you, Willie.
Thanks, brother. We appreciate you too, man.
Dope. Okay, I remember that comment. I totally fucking remember that comment from your thread the other day. I just didn't know who it was, I guess. But
yeah,
and I do, and I've the WX8BK Twitter's following him, and I think so am I in mine as well already. So I just need to dig a little deeper. That's where I was just kind of about to mention earlier that fuck, like you get so overloaded sometimes. It's like you're looking at things and then things are popping up, and I got to remember to go and check out. Yeah, so and so's dropping something or other, and and then you tie it in with people that are on the other side of the world, and then they're fucking dropping stuff at weird times, and weird times for us over here, anyways. But now
and then you're out of tests and you come back, you're like, let me go load up on 10 tests. Let me just pop into the Coinbase real quick. By the time you get back, you're like, now what the fuck was I buying?
Yeah.
Wait, this one's cool too.
Yeah, that's right. It's 100%.
And I decide to do shit at like 3:00 in the morning, and that doesn't help nobody.
Maybe people in like Japan.
Yeah, I saw your 4 rock stars the other day. I was like, dude, it's fucking already 2:00 in the morning for this guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah.
Stealth drops. Nobody knows.
He was. Tell us what you were working on. Actually, tell us what you were working on.
Oh, okay. So I'm a part of a group of homies that have been doing these events, these like basically hashtag events for Tezos for over a year now, and we do all kinds of, I mean, like community building and all kinds of crazy stuff. But that specific deal is we've got an event that just started. It's October 1st through the 17th, I think, or 16th, or on Japan time. But it's to raise awareness for endangered species. It's called Call of the Wild, and the hashtag is TezWild. Wild laser. There's actually a little bit of a competition thing, and then there's also just like a regular general submission type deal where you can make some art that has like an animal that you identify with, or is like your spirit animal or whatever. And it's just some good old fun, and but then there's also some prizes too for the people that want to try to do a little extra and make a difference when it comes to endangered species and all that.
Oh, I was just talking about the cool poster you're making. I didn't give a shit about endangered species or the project.
Oh, fuck. So, Willie, come on now, Willie.
I'm just kidding. But I was also talking about the poster.
Well, we're gonna start minting those, and we've minted a couple of them, but it's gonna be like more of a regular type thing with Test Down to do like commemorative event artwork, because I really do. I care about all the stuff that Test Down's doing, and I spend a lot of my time making that art, and that's one of the cool things that's different about Web3 is that your visual content, you can still hold on to your IP and your licensing and all that, and it can live.
Yeah, that poster was super cool though. You should do like a giveaway of one of them. If somebody can guess how many actual different animals were in that poster, because I didn't see half of that shit until I saw the video.
Oh, there's more too, man. I got another video for you. I mean, that one, I don't know if that one's the one that we're gonna end up using as the commemorative one, but thank you. Yeah, no, it was really fun. I was playing with a negative space, and I use it as an excuse too to try new stuff, and and figure new things out, and just I don't know, I really enjoy it.
Yeah, that work in progress video was super cool. I was just like, oh damn, that's fucking Brad. And like you could see like you deleting stuff, getting rid of stuff. You're like, nah, this doesn't work. Bring something in. Like I just, I thought it was really cool.
Thanks, man.
That's probably something like me and Bits really like, but like other actual artists are probably like, whatever.
No, I think lots of people like that stuff when people show those fucking making of their arts. I think.
And I think that like the time lapse,
time lapse. That's the word I was looking for.
Videos and all that stuff is the one thing that I personally really enjoy, and I haven't. I'm still learning the iPad and Procreate and all that, and that if you're like, if you haven't turned it off, I guess it's recording every move you make, and it's like it's a cool thing to share, and it's a cool thing to kind of look back and see like how many undos or like you go all the way around the fucking tree to get right back to where you began or whatever.
That's what I was just thinking. Fucking realized, Jesus Christ, after all that, I just put it right where I had it to begin with, man. What's going on? Laser Lou even puts a few of those up every once in a while, right? Like, I mean, while he's building his stuff in his closet. I was gonna say in his shed, in his closet.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Like when you're in the closet, man, with your video camera, man, if you're around to talk, man, I'd love you to come up here. Or, all right.
I fucking keep turning my mic off. I've got two mics. I've got the mic click on the Twitter space, and then I have the mic on the switch on my microphone, and I keep fucking forgetting which one if I'm not paying attention, I don't know which one I have on or off. Technology rocks.
Yeah, so you got to hit double buttons.
Yeah, well, because if I turn my mic off on the Twitter space and I leave the microphone off in front of my face, I just made a rhyme there, then it still picks up and records on the computer, like when I'm recording the space on the computer as well as a backup. So, I could be you guys won't hear me burping and farting on the Twitter space, but it'll record it on the recording and it'll be there.
Ah.
Yeah.
So when we finally get them uploaded to YouTube or something, we'll get all that goodness.
Yeah, I'm sure it's happened a few times. Like with the dog barking, I guarantee it's probably happened a couple times.
That's like right. Taking a leak in the background or something.
No, I've been really careful with those ones. I've been careful with those ones because I put my headphones on and I use my phone and I make sure that I'm muted. You guys would let me know if you heard that, I'm sure.
You don't ever tell me.
I get careful too, like especially in them spaces, for the baseball league.
Oh yeah, for threes, absolutely. Willie, I don't think I've ever heard you taking a leak.
Well, let's just say that you don't go 4 hours drinking a couple beers without taking a leak. So.
Yeah. Well, I've never heard you, so
I try to fit it in when you guys are talking amongst yourselves, and I mute myself. But
I think it was I can't remember when it was who we were talking to, but I went to the washroom and then I was in there, and then you or somebody asked me a question. And then there was dead airspace, and I just left it at that. And then after I ran back into the room, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, my microphone was all fucked up.
Yeah, it's muted. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes it's genuine. Sometimes my microphone really is fucked up. Oh.
Yeah, mine gets more fucked up by the day.
Yep. I was just going to mention back to anybody who's new in the space, we've posted some things up at the top. We've got Jesus Christ. Blah, 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 blah. We've got Near Run Nightmares, her project, Near Run. She's one of our friends of the space. She's a player in Wag Me Wines. She's a player in Tezos. She's a big supporter in the community of other artists, and she's a great artist herself. She's doing some drops all through October every day. She got suggestions for pieces to do for every day of October, and she's going to be releasing all these pieces. So I got that tagged up at the top if you want to give it a check out. Also, we've got a pin up there from Dan Williams Art, who's also another friend of the space and a big supporter of our space and Wag Me Wines and so many other projects. He's an Indigenous artist from Australia. That's pinned up at the top. He just did his first NFT drop. He is an IRL artist. So there's opportunities to get his actual pieces. I believe they're custom pieces that there's some kind of mechanic there, if I do remember myself, that when you get to the point of if you end up with one of the physical pieces, I think you have a hand in color selection and stuff. But yeah, I would really like it if people went and supported, these guys, as well as some of the other people that are in our room here tonight, like Mike Nash and Laser Lou. The Tezos Art Collective is another amazing source to find new artists and get some good information from throughout the day. You should definitely give them a follow, as well as Wag Me Wines, definitely, who was in here but not in here anymore. But Poke Shaman's in here. Give him a follow. He's a good guy. He's always got his thumb on the heartbeat of the world. NFT Chillin' Podcast. Said it earlier. You should definitely check that out. I just thought that was a nice little commercial break we got there. There's also a Meta Bunny up at the top as well. We took the snapshots earlier. For those of you that were in here earlier, we're going to be giving away a Meta Bunny. You can check out his project as well. I recommend, if you don't win the Meta Bunny, go buy one and then sign in and download the little app for your computer and play with the bunnies. It's dope.
Yeah, they're only $10 too, whatever that is in ETH. That's an ETH project.
Yeah, it's probably one of the only.
He's been a friend of the space and of some of us in here personally for a long time, before we really got heavy into Tezos. So that's why we still
it's
like
super cool, man. Like I haven't I don't have any yet or played with it yet, but it reminded me of remember what they call that thing, Clip on Microsoft.
Yeah,
like the
Clippy.
little like paper clip that like kind of floated around and helped you out, or you could poke at it and stuff. Like that's pretty cool, dude.
That's actually how he described it earlier, but I don't think you were in here yet.
Yeah, he did. It's exactly how he said. I like it because you can throw them around. I've played games with them where I bounce the bunny back and forth and try to keep him up in the air without touching, and then you can add, I think it's up to 7. It might only be 5, but you can add more bunnies to the screen. Then you try to keep them all up. You can like line them up and take a bunny and throw one bunny at the rest of them, and they like explode all over the screen. They also have little dances that they do now too. You can select, you can like right click on them, and I think they DJ, dance, sleep. I can't remember, but yeah, I was saying earlier, I always get the one bunny to dance, and then I try to get all the other ones dancing before the first bunny stops, or sorry, DJing. I get the one bunny to DJ, like the animations last, I can't remember how many seconds, but I try to get him DJing, and then I try to get my other 5 bunnies all dancing at the same time.
Do you have more than one bunny?
Well, if you no, I don't. If you just when you
can you, because I know your bunny's got he's got a set of turntables. So if they're dancing, do they drop the turntables?
Well, the little turntable pops up on the screen. It just comes up. I think it comes up from the ground.
Okay, but the other ones that are, so you're saying you get the one to DJ.
Yeah.
So the other ones, do those ones not have the turntable then?
No. They're all individually. You can control each one of them. Sorry, I get what you're saying now. Yeah, no, you can make them. You can make them. If you don't do anything with them, they just sit there, right, doing their random stuff
without their accessories.
Yeah, you bet. Yeah,
that's super cool.
It's a hell of a time killer. Like seriously, like I do when I'm sitting here, fricking around the computer, spending Tezos or whatever. I usually have them on the screen. I haven't in probably about 2 weeks or 3 weeks, but I should get back on it. I don't want to say when the last time I used it was, because if MetaBunny would be like, "No, we checked your data. you haven't used your bunny in a month." I had it on for the longest time. I just left it. Like I never shut it off. Like so they were just always there.
he was like, dude, PC and Mac, no excuses. And I'm like, I don't own a computer other than virtual machines. Like I have my work computer at home. That's it. I can't load it on there. And I haven't loaded my VMs back up yet. Like I can't do anything. I don't own my own PC.
Fuck, dude, you're fucking getting the modern age, man.
Well, if it's not running fucking 14 CPUs and off of a server blade, then I don't need it.
Server blade, I love it.
Yeah.
The background and I don't know, the second Meta Bunny or looks like a Cole. I don't know. I'm sure you guys know Cole. Darius, or I don't know how to say it, but he's a homie, and we hung out at camp. It looks like one of his pieces, or maybe even something similar to like a retro Manny on Tez. But
is he on E?
Cole is on E. Cole, yeah.
And then it might be.
It looks
no. He was playing. I think he said he was playing a video game in that.
It kind of looks like Cyberpunk.
Yeah, that might have been what he said.
Yep. Right. Yeah, definitely a Cyberpunk vibe for
sure. Which Mike, I was talking to Jay Byrne today, and he was first of all.
I think I can be a hype man if I send in some stems.
Woo woo woo.
He said he's got a bunch of stuff that needs collab right now. He's got like 4 songs that are ready to go. He just needs some artwork put to him. He's trying to get people.
Dude, I'm ready. I want to build some more Skelly Skate sessions to like a really chill vibe loop. That's something that I've never ever done.
Well, you got to get with him, man. He's waiting for you to reach out.
I know. I need to do it. Shit, I know. We've been.
Do you need me to DM you an invite to his Discord or what?
No, man, I'm in there, but I don't go in there. Discord stresses me the fuck out, dude. I mean, shit. I mean, I try.
It's true.
I notice you don't come into the Discords a lot. Like you come into the grotto for LFGs and then like a few posts here and there. But you're
basically like grotto and TV and that's about it, man. Like not even the Test Town stuff. Like the only time I ever like showed my face in Test Town was for Willie.
Yeah, because I tagged you.
Well, yeah,
you were saying something. I tagged him.
It's the only way I knew that I had anything to do with it. but yeah, that was fucking rad, dude.
Yeah, I got no problem tagging people.
Well, that was funny. I was just thinking because you mentioned PB, and I forgot that I got that PB piece yesterday. I forgot, so I can go to.
Oh yeah, you get one of the mandalas.
Yes.
Oh, dude, those are rad.
Did you
awesome.
Did you get one of those from FX Hash?
No.
Or are you talking
what the
about
fuck did I beg? No, yeah. Sorry, I was trying to look it up at the same time. No, that which one was it that I got? It wasn't the Basel. The fucking.
No, Mike, I told him to get one of the 2 pieces that gets you into the Blunts and Brunch.
Oh right.
So he can join us at brunch.
Oh, you get like a bladder piece.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. You got to do that, man.
Yeah. Willie told me, and so I did.
Yeah, I've been at a couple of the Blunts and Brunch, and it's fucking it's talk about utility.
Sounds good. Speaking of blunts, I'm just gonna take a session here for now.
Yeah, I was shopping for a second one, and so I was in the Discord making sure that everything's still the same, and those are still the right pieces. And then I was telling everybody else that like Bits and some other guys that I know are going to Miami. I'm like, you guys got to get on this shit while no one's paying attention, and everyone's looking for liquidity for 3's insert drops. So they're gonna be dropping shit cheap. And sure enough, he picked one up for like 15 Tez.
Yeah, no, I was really pleased with that. I was really happy you pointed that out because I know you had mentioned it before, but like I guess I don't follow PB. I mean, you know, it's I know he's followed on Twitter and everything, and he was coming up for a while with me, but now I just don't see anything, and I'm not in the Discord, so I would have missed out on that. I mean, I was looking for things to do, and that's another thing to do in Miami. Whoop whoop.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Yeah, I was at I'm getting an echo. Blunts and Brunch last year. Oh, and I was there in New York. Dude, yeah, you got to do it. Hell, I think I bought an extra piece for a friend in New York.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. Is I should maybe have an extra piece in case I have a friend.
I just keep those offers out.
But you guys are all there. You all gonna be there. You're all my friends. We're good.
Bring it.
Why do I need to bring anybody? They're all gonna be there. Okay, so you're hanging out with you're hanging out with the jellyfish, Mike?
Yeah, it seems like the damn Portuguese man o' war is showing up in the past few days down here.
Oh, super.
Which are like brutal.
Yeah, that's
shitty.
I
don't know if you guys have experienced those things, but they'll wrap around you and make you hate life.
Yeah, I know they're fucking. I know they're not nice. Are they like in big quantities?
Yeah, at least on the shore, it looks like we've got. Well, I can't see anything right now, but yeah. Shit, yeah, you'd want some goggles or a mask, I guess, if you wanted to go play.
Fucking little bastard. I hate them. Like jellyfish. What a life, right? Like you're at the mercy of the sea. You can't control yourself. You just float around. You know, some species don't sting. Some species sting, and they're just there to be dicks. Like, fuck. What a horrible.
It's been nuts after the hurricane though. It's really been like a free for all. I've seen new bird species. I've seen new fish. Huge schools. And then the fishermen are out in hordes too. It's I guess all the turned up sea creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mother
the
Nature
fishermen are out there because the fish are there.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you could just throw out a net and get all the bait fish you need. You know, and man, we got some homies up on the Treasure Coast for sure. Man, it'd be so fun to go do some fishing.
Have you seen big schools of dolphin and sharks come in?
I've seen a couple sharks that I can identify, other than I guess some sort of a tip, and I've seen some hammerheads, really close in. It's funny, when the tide goes out and there's that kind of dip between the sand and the little sandbar or whatever, they'll get stuck in there. And there's a lot of manatee that go up and down the coast, and it's fun.
Fucking nature, talking nature. Mike Nash got his thumb on the nature in southern Florida.
Yeah, let's not forget the important fact that a lot of people on the other side of Florida are, trying to recover and lost houses and businesses and things like that. And if we can do things to support them.
That's very true, man. And if my rocket wasn't at the dealership getting worked on, I would have run some stuff over there, because I think they need or still need supplies more than they need donations right now. I mean, just basic stuff, you know, like water, bug spray, and sunblock,
toilet paper.
Yeah.
So crazy how like something can be. I mean, really, so close to home, yet on the other side, everybody's fine. It's just crazy how Mother Nature and storms are like that. That's wild stuff. I heard, was it somebody on here that was talking about it, that like insurance companies are like pulling out of Florida, like they don't even want to insure stuff down there anymore. I don't know. I heard something like that somewhere, but
I don't think we talked about it on this space.
That would make sense. You know, I know when Andrew came through, like all across Florida and Alabama and the Gulf, and yeah, there was a lot of insurance green that was spent, but it also kind of like renewed everything. I don't know, made a bunch of stuff like more desirable to go be at and visit, and I don't know, man. Yeah, it's something. It's just crazy.
Yeah, that insurance thing sounds like one of those things that they would say to kind of instill some fear so that they could jack their prices up. Oh, I'm from America. None of the things I say are financial advice. But that sounds like one of those things. And like, because if you think about it, let's say that some of the big companies did pull out of Florida. Well, smaller companies are still just going to come in and actually jack their prices up on their insurance, but they'll still insure you.
Yeah, no, there's always going to be somebody that's going to, yeah, obviously. There's always going to be somebody that feeds.
There'll always be an option. It just might be a lot more expensive.
I mean, up here, when you fuck up enough, most insurance companies won't insure you for anything, and then you have to go to like Lloyd's of London, or like you have to go to these crazy insurance companies to fucking if you want to drive. But yeah, that's
you have to find specialty.
Really, is that what happens? Up there.
Well, I mean, if you'd have to be in pretty bad standings, you know, like, I mean, you get a couple DUIs or, you know, do some bad accidents or whatever. That, yeah, there's insurance companies that just go, nah, we're not interested in it, and so you have to go to like some crazy insurance companies, foreign.
Yeah, I mean, the only time I've ever heard Lloyd's was like when people, like guitar players, were insuring their arms, or models were insuring their legs, or something.
Yeah, shit that can't be insured.
Real niche shit, right?
Yeah, shit that can't be insured anywhere else.
Like master whiskey distillers who insure their tongues.
I'm gonna insure my voice because we do these spaces. Call Lloyd's.
Silky smooth.
Call Lloyd's right now.
See, if I'd have done that, I probably could have got a little kickback when we talked to Kelly Telfer the other day. Telfer.
Yeah.
I keep fucking up his last name.
I know, we should just.
Oh yeah. It's so hard to fuck up just because of like phonetics, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like Tefler or yeah, shit.
Yeah,
Telfer.
the L and the F just get transposed.
Artist, and what a cool motherfucker.
Yeah, he was fun. He was really fun to talk to.
That was so cool. It was so cool that he spent the time with us, and he has nothing to do with anything crypto or Web3.
Yeah, and he was like quoting Banksy.
Yeah.
You know, like he's like a 65-year-old acrylic painter, and he was like quoting street artists, and like he got it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the things that I found really fascinating about that, Mike, was Banksy is one of my favorite artists. You know, and it's like it seems kind of cliche to say that, but you know, fuck it, who cares? I love the social commentary. That's why I like people like Shilly Preston. That's why I like Die with the Most Likes. I love that social commentary in the art, right? But we had never mentioned Banksy's name in all the time that we were doing this. He was the first one to bring it up on this space.
Yeah, and that yeah, that's a good point, dude.
I just found it so fascinating. Like, I've never mentioned it. No one else has ever mentioned it. He was the first one to mention it. I was like, okay, all right, we're jiving now, dude. We are jiving.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, and it took like a senior citizen to bring it up, relatively. Um, and then, like, I mean, there's a couple other pieces that speak directly to decentralization that Banksy has done, like with the school of fish and the many against the one, and all that. Dude, that's a great point, man.
Yeah, I just thought it was cool.
I like listening to that. That was, you two were talking some good shit there.
Well, I think that's kind of why I'm so drawn to threesomes too, is because Banksy isn't just like art on a wall or art on canvas, right? It's this whole giant dynamic. It's a giant performance piece, right? And it's like it's almost like the movie Prestige, where you live it the entire time, and like that's kind of threesomes too. Like, if you're only looking at threesomes art, you're missing 90% of that project, because there's an entire economic structure that he has created behind it. And it's like, okay, well, it's economics. Yeah, but it's not. And then there's performance art of, him being threesomes, and then there's also threesies. It's just, like I said, if you're only looking at the art that's on the baseball cards, you're missing a lot that's going on.
Yeah, well, like a lot of one thing that I learned when I watched Exit Through the Gift Shop was that Banksy like printed all these British pounds that had like Mickey Mouse or something instead of the Queen, and then actually, was able to like spend them, and that's just crazy to me. It's like printing money, which is something that a lot of NFT artists, they feel like they're printing money, and like it was the dollar value of that bill, that currency. And now those things are going for like works of art. I don't know. Yeah, there's like all kinds of layers.
Exit through the gift shop. Oh fuck! Hang on here. I got two mics. There, how's that? Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better.
Fuck, that was
Fuck,
weird.
that was weird.
Exit through the gift
shop. That was a really good
movie.
I really enjoyed that documentary. That was fucking amazing documentary.
That was the one with the weird guy who was the other artist, or like not artist, who became an artist, right?
Yeah, like Mr. something.
And there's a whole layer.
But
he
was
right
like
there.
a documentary. Yeah. He was like just like kind of adjacent homie with the camera or something.
Supposedly, right? But then he becomes this real artist, ripping off other artists, and now he's like his own real artist. Like, I don't know. It's a lot of it. I feel
it's foretelling, isn't it?
It's foretelling to the crypto, the NFT.
Yeah, exactly. It's like what we're in like the midst of, what we're submersed in right now.
Yeah, it's like not to downplay any of the AI artists or anything like that, but that's kind of like, it's kind of a similar path. I feel like they love the art so much, and then they want to create their own, but this is the only tool that they know how to use. And I've bought plenty of them, and I love talking to Shilly tonight. So I'm not downplaying AI art at all. I just see similarities.
No, fuck no. I think AI art. I think it is modern day pop art. I mean, you've got Warhol like running silkscreen prints out of a factory in New York City of the same image that is somebody else's intellectual property, with different color combinations and becoming one of the greats, and Basquiat and um, I don't know. I feel that with the AI. I think, especially the stuff that we're seeing today, we're going to look back on it with nostalgia. It's going to be something that we're going to collect because it reminds us of the beginnings of it.
I think those are the words I've been looking for months to describe. I think you just described it perfectly. Did we lose bits?
No, I was just gonna say nostalgia.
Or did we blow his mind?
No, you were. Yeah, I was. Well, I was kind of dwelling on that, and I was scrolling through my wallet, and then I was like, "Oh, yeah, what? Yeah, no, what? Yeah, what he said." No, I was listening to Mike. I didn't know what you said, Willie.
I mean, we know, like, when we see Midjourney, we know it's Midjourney. When we see Dolly, we know it's Dolly or Dolly 2 or Stable Diffusion or Disco Diffusion. And when we see a can of Campbell soup, we know that it's a can of Campbell soup. But that motherfucking shit is badass.
Yeah, looking back on this stuff, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see where it goes. And I think you're right. Like you'll be collecting. Everybody will be like, "Fuck, you got a Shilly Preston, like a abrasive architecture." No, it's not abrasive architecture. What the hell was it again? I can't remember. But yeah, people will be jealous that you have some of these pieces.
But that dude knows his art history, man. I mean, like, talk about
oh fuck,
somebody that's coming from a place, and his inputs and outputs, and you can say what you want, but I mean, that is one creative motherfucker.
Absolutely, and yeah, like, no, it definitely shows that he is a real, like, he was an IRL collector, and he is very, very knowledgeable of art. Because, like, what was it, Fidenza? Like, I was googling Fidenza and Basquiat
well,
I was like, what the hell?
The only one I knew was Basquiat.
Oh, okay, Basquiat.
That's the only one I knew.
That's what it was.
I actually have one of the early Tez pieces that I collected is in a Basquiat style.
Right.
It's like a Pepe the Frog in a Basquiat style.
Yeah, there you go. And yeah, hearing him now, really, I want to go back. Like, I definitely want to look at his collection over again now, and look at where he's taking things from and what, the styles that he's trying to come up with. He's very good at manipulating it. Like, it's badass. I don't know. I'm totally fine with AI. AI art is AI art, and it's no different than any other art as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I just felt so dumb talking to him because, like you say, he knows his stuff so well, and I'm like, I don't know any of these people.
Oh, dude, that was so far out of my league.
I'm like, I don't have a clue.
That's why I said.
Talking about, dude.
Yeah, I was Googling, like I said, like I really was. Like, I have these things on my phone right now. Like, I was looking them up, and as he was saying things, and then I had my piece of paper here that I'm just fucking, like, scribbling shit on because I want to look, right? I don't.
Well, and then Flexosaurus Rex requested to speak, and I'm like, okay, you're an art curator. Let's see where this goes. Like, this will be fun. Couple,
yeah,
art history and art curators, and so I thought that was I thought Flexosaurus Rex was gonna have a little more questions for him.
Yeah,
but that's all right.
Yeah, he came in and he hung out, he chilled. I was just looking at.
That's what I love more than anything is seeing the people that we've talked to come back and hang out. And
oh, big time,
dude! I think
it really tells me we're having a good time.
I think it's awesome that you guys have these spaces recorded, because I mean, this is going down in the annals of art history. I mean, there was a Renaissance before, and a lot of it might have been propaganda because it was funded, uh, by agenda, and this is like kind of like a new renaissance that's funded by each other, and we're like building a new borderless kind of decentralized society.
Yeah.
These spaces being recorded is a big deal, especially if you go back and listen to them. I've listened to a few of them over, and yeah, you're right. The archive. There'll be a time when Mike Nash won't even have the fucking time to come and hang with us. He'll be like, "Dude, I'm jetting to fucking Europe. I got a show."
Fuck that! I'm riding Mike Nash
coattails. I can't wait till I can jet to Europe. I can't wait.
I'm riding the coattails, bro.
That's like just like my own personal dream, and I think this whole thing, there's a place for everybody on the chain, and there's a place for everybody to like to have their dream. Yeah, it's nuts, man. Yeah, I wanted to say something about a piece that somebody picked up earlier today or yesterday, that was I don't know if I talked about it, like my signature acrylic painting on canvas. Have I talked about that yet?
No, I don't recall.
We have not heard about that. We wanted to talk about all the hinge stuff you just did a couple days ago that you burnt that we didn't get in on.
Oh yeah, I burnt those down. But I still own some, and I actually, damn it, dude, I always come in like so late, and I wanted to like do some giveaways or something. I think I want to send like a piece or two or three to the vending machine for sure. And then and then like if you guys like, I don't know how y'all do like spin a wheel or something, or do your snapshots, but there's some pieces that I still own that I'd love to give away.
Absolutely.
We'd love to have that, man. Well, we can talk offline about that and how you want to do that and when you want to do that or whatever, because
for sure
we don't want to do it if you're not hanging out in the space for some reason that week, busy or whatever. So
yeah, for sure. I would love that. That would be awesome. Absolutely. I was thinking about it. I was thinking it really sucks that you don't have the capability of putting video on this, like even for wheel spins or something. I use the Twitter picker. The Twitter picker was a good way to do it if you made a tweet about it. But then there's also the wheel that works well.
Didn't you have to have a minimum number though, and like
10
meet it 1 week?
Yeah, that's right. The 1 week I could. Well, the 1 week I didn't need to use it because it was just Dan Williams. I think that was the first or the second time.
Hey, that's what he gets for supporting.
Yeah, no, Dan Williams was the only one that did it, and I was like, God damn, Dan Williams, here you go. I think he got a laser Lou piece. It was what he got. Lobby, I think, was the piece that he got. That was a dope piece.
He also got a Kelly Telfer.
Yes.
Physical.
Yes, he did.
Dude, I cannot wait for that that fucking Volkswagen bus, dude.
I know. I fired him off the email of everybody, and then I haven't heard back. I haven't heard a response or anything. So I'm like, I don't like. I hope that goes through, and I don't want to bug the guy.
Yeah, man.
We'll see.
I mean,
we'll see. I mean, hey.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say also too. You don't want to bug the guy, but he doesn't seem like a kind of person that'd be too bothered. he might be busy.
I know,
he might be busy and miss something, but yeah.
Like we weren't expecting that. Yeah. He was just like, "Hey, everybody gets a free print." We're like, "Oh shit!"
We're like, "What?"
So I don't want to be like, "Hey, bitch, where's our free print?" You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if I bug him at all, that's how I feel about it.
Willie.
That's how it would come off.
I remember after that space, Willie messaged me. He's like, "Dude, he really said that, right? Like, what?" And I went and I found it back there and I played it back and I'm like, "Yep, he said it. Rate it, fucking, an hour and 20 minutes or whatever." So that was kind of cool. That was really dope.
I had to double check that one.
Well, on Flexosaurus, the NFT vending machine, he gave away everybody last week that hadn't used the vending machine. He gave everybody a free vend. Everybody that DM'd him last week.
I was trying to scramble to create a fake Twitter account just to hit him up on that. But no, I actually used the vending machine a couple of days ago. Got some pretty cool pieces.
That's cool.
Nothing I went with the just the wild card, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Because I just had a couple Tez left.
I've used that.
And,
I've used that twice. I've gotten some good pieces.
They're cool pieces, but I wasn't expecting 1/1s or anything like that from some well-known artist. But
well, I mean,
they're fun.
He loads. There's the stuff. There's crazy pieces in those machines, though.
There's a chance, right?
I've got
always a chance.
Literally every piece that I've vended. I don't even know how many times. 5 times I think I've done it now. Every single piece comes up, notifications every day. One of those pieces gets some kind of an offer on it. And usually it's always around at least 1 Tez, which is pretty impressive. So when you think about it, and you vend out 3 pieces for 5 Tez, if you get 2 Tez out of each of them, if you wanted to get rid of them, then you're coming in pretty good. And I mean, some of them
depends on royalties and fees, but
okay, fair enough.
I see but just to play the game, I mean, you're doing better and breaking even, which is fun as fuck too.
Yeah. And I've bought probably at least 2 artists. I know that I've bought at least 1 more piece, and one of the artists I've bought 2 more pieces off of. It's cool. It's just fun. I have not gotten a single piece that I was like, "Oh fuck, what is this?" Every single piece I've gotten, I've enjoyed. I think they're all pretty decent. Well, I guess it's curated, but for sure.
So I'm trying to think of this a collector. So I was talking about it earlier. A collector picked up this piece that is it's like a pretty important piece in my existence, I guess. And I wasn't sure if they. I'm trying to find them. I mean, they got a Tez domain, but I don't know if they have a Twitter or not, but they have a first right of refusal on a 4-foot by 4-foot physical painting that I've never offered for sale, and they just picked it up a couple of days ago. I was thinking it could have been Willie, from the tweets from earlier, but no, it was somebody else, and Chaos Muppet or something. Do you guys know Chaos Muppet?
I do not.
It sounds familiar, like I've seen him in an owner's list, but no, I don't recognize him from any Discords or communities.
Yeah, so I did kind of a silent ghost drop of a few 1-on-1s that were I took some photograph images of some of my physical paintings and altered them a little bit, but in the description of one of them, and it was only for 11 Tez, and it just got picked up, and that was the one that I kind of added all of this real world utility to, and it would be cool to see if that was picked up for the utility or just the visual image or what. But
that's fucking really cool, man. That's exciting.
So what you're saying is I got to read my descriptions.
Yeah, Willie.
God damn it!
So
I ain't got time to read that shit.
An NFT is, I mean, the artifact, the image is just a portion of it, right? But the description and everything else involved it's kind of like a contract. It is a contract. It's a smart contract. It's that's hard to fake and hard to fuck up. but yeah. So if this Chaos Muppet homie, like I'm looking at the painting right now, and I'm getting ready to hang it on my wall here at the nest.
I'm getting ready to put an offer in on it. See if he flips it.
Yeah, see. I mean, who knows? Um, they might not know what they got. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
It's
okay.
kind of
West
cool.
Groove,
It was like
West.
an experiment, you know.
I'm just looking at it.
The
I'm looking at it.
West Grove
Yeah,
was
looking
one.
at it
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
Or no, it's not called that for anybody in here that's listening.
I know how to find it using my smart tools, my brain. I'm not gonna tell my tricks though.
I don't know.
Actually, did Mike just give us the name of it?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it already. I was looking at it already.
And I mean, I'll give you a story behind it and a couple of the others too. But yeah.
Oh,
So
of course.
yeah, that was one thing. I haven't even tweeted about it. I mean, I didn't even chill it when I dropped it. It was like, gosh, I don't know. I mean, we can look back and see like when it was minted.
June 12th.
I think
June 12th, 2022.
Yeah, I think it was like back before NFT NYC, and just kind of like threw it out there, and one of the few things that I added some like hardcore utility to, like basically you can, you know, if you know, you've got first right at it if you want it, type thing. So yeah.
Wait, this has been listed for months?
Yep.
Months. Yeah,
God, I'm a terrible collector. I'm a fucking terrible collector.
It just sold primary, and I mean, there's a couple others.
Well, Willie, let's be honest here. Like right now, for anybody here that hasn't
He just said there's others.
Yes, I know, but I was going to say, if you haven't looked into Mike Nash's collection, things that he's created, like it's huge. Honestly, like there's a lot in there. I think.
Oh, I know. So many different styles.
Like,
there's
so many different styles. So it's like, yeah.
Not that I don't love talking to you.
It'd be hard to decipher it. It's not like you see something and you're like, oh, that's a Mike Nash, unless it's one of my Skellies or something.
Dude, I haven't seen. I've never seen. I don't know if I've seen this piece before that we were just talking about. Like I'm looking at it right now, and I'm like, I don't remember seeing that.
I don't either.
All right.
But then again, I was looking through his entire page. Actually, I wasn't. I was mostly looking at the watches because I was trying to buy a watch that's going to come out later.
And that was badass. What a killer fucking colorway you got.
Wait till you see the tweet. Don't worry. Wait till you see the tweet.
Okay.
It's gonna take a couple days.
But
that's gonna be dope.
Weren't we just talking? Who was it? Like somebody in this space was talking about maybe object, like where we can like retroactively organize mint.
Yeah, that was Flex.
Flex said that tonight.
Flex did say that tonight.
Yeah. I think like once that comes about, I think these watches are gonna be like pretty hot.
Fucking Willie, that's all Willie talks about.
No, we were on a Twitter thread in one of Paper Buddha's Mandela tweets and talking about watches in the Twitter thread. And I got it's gonna be fun. When you guys see the tweet, it's gonna be fun.
Dude, I want to make an 1111 Make-A-Wish NFT watch with Paper Buddha Mandela, and then like put it on an Apple Watch or a Garmin or something, and then like we could do it like 5 layers to Kevin Bacon or something.
5 layers of bacon?
Love it.
I heard 5 layers of bacon. What?
Yeah, no. What is that? No, I don't know.
Sorry.
Anyway.
No. I was just thought it was funny because I heard 5 layers of bacon, and I'm like, I'm in for that sandwich. So I was making a bad joke.
I liked it.
I mean, bacon makes everything better.
Fuck yeah.
I liked it.
Fuck, I'm gonna put a $5. I'm gonna put a 5 Tez offer on some Mike Nash stuff. I want to on a Datsun. I can't believe that piece.
Oh shit. Yeah, the Datsun, man. The Datsun.
Datsun, yes.
Do y'all know the backstory on that? I think I talked about it.
No, not on. I don't think on the Datsun. I think we talked about the Alfa Romeo.
There's a 78 510 Datsun, and I think the way that it's built with all the carbon fiber is like a Tokyo Drift deal with the Toyo tires, and anyway, that inspired me to do because it's a neighbor of mine, but I haven't met him yet. So it's coming and going from the building, and it just inspired me to do this surf wagon, and so that's how that whole thing came about.
Oh, dope! I like it. It's a cool looking fucking car. It really speaks to me. I like rally, so an OG rally was like where it was at back when it was deadly dangerous, and that car just looks like it fits right in.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I've never driven or ridden in a Datsun. Maybe like the OG Z's, like what was like the hatchback that they built the 350 around. Maybe I was in an orange one of those on Natchez Trace Bridge at one point, but other than that, I don't have too much experience other than this one that I just want to, whoever this is, I want to be their best friend, and there is somebody that lives like right over the pool, like down on the first level, and they have a couple Warhols and some Cause paintings on the wall, like some OGs, and but I live in this like retirement community. I mean, it's like snowbirds, and it's like a very Jewish community, and it's transient, like New Yorkish, down here in Fort Lauderdale. But yeah, I kind of want to be their friend too, but I'm just like doing, I'm just up here in the nest,
doing shit. Oh, that reminds me. Just popped into my head. What was the festival you were talking about, or the concert on the beach that you mentioned last week that's happening there, the Art Basel weekend?
Oh, okay. Well, it's the same weekend. It has nothing to do with Miami Art Week or Basel, but it's the Audacity.
Audacity?
Is it Audacity?
Yeah,
maybe?
That sounds right. Audacity.
Beach Festival, and there's some. I mean, they had only announced Saturday, but I think Sunday might be announced by now. And yeah, there's some big bands playing, and it'd be kind of cool to see them on the beach.
I'm Googling it now because I'm there until Willie and I are there until Monday, so I was just throwing ideas around for Sunday.
It's earlier this year. Last year, it was like at the tail end of the whole Miami Art Week, but I think it might be on like the front end this year.
No, I think we looked it up. I still have here.
It's December 3rd, December 4th.
Yeah, so that's Saturday, Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to find a fucking decent site. I've seen it here, but every time I click on stuff, it just wants to sell me tickets. It's not telling me who's there.
Well, the Sunday lineup hasn't been announced yet.
Oh, okay.
That I've seen. But I was checking it the other day.
Was that the one that has 21
Sunday
pilots?
Lineup coming October 5th. Oh, so tomorrow they're supposed to announce it.
So what's announced for Saturday, I think, is like Muse and Jack White. And
Jimmy World, Phoenix. I got it right.
Yes, Jimmy World,
Phoenix.
Yeah. And
Boy
like
with
what was it? Beach Weather or something? Yeah, Boy
Beach
with
Weather.
Boy with Uke. I actually dig that music. I don't know who the hell that is, but I stumbled upon it and I really dig it. The Beach Weather Band, turns out, I think, is actually a band from the early 2000s that we all know under another name, and I can't remember what it is now. But it's like I don't know, they rebranded themselves or something. But I think that's kind of cool too.
I'm Googling that right now because you got my mind peaked, so I'm looking. Yes,
okay, I just picked while you're Googling that.
Yep.
Google. Give it a Goog.
Giggity Google.
I just
Giggity.
picked In the Pines. A 1-1.
Oh, really? You got
because
that?
Because that's one of my all-time favorite cover songs ever. Obviously off the Nirvana Unplugged album.
Nirvana Unplugged, MTV. Yeah.
Love that freaking song.
Holy shit, there's a whole backstory to that one too, man.
I love the art too, so give it to me. Come on, I just paid my 11 Ted. Give me the backstory.
Give it to me. Well, so it's like an Appalachian tale, and I'm not sure anybody knows who exactly wrote it, and it's been covered a whole bunch, and it's a super dark fucking story, man. I mean, it's like
all I get out of it,
pretty
the surface I get out of it is it's obviously about his chick cheating on him, right?
Yeah.
Where did you sleep last night?
Yeah, she goes running around, but yeah, it's like there's like a couple more layers to it. Like I don't know if it, it's still, it's kind of like one of those disputed or argued or conversation type pieces of art, because I'm not sure anybody knows exactly what it was about. But yeah, it's about fuck, man. I mean, I guess you can figure it out with lyrics. But it the piece that I used that name for reminded me of there's been some like it was created during a time of my life where there was like some trauma, so that's where I like kind of put it towards.
Dude,
I love it. Not the trauma part, but like
no, but I think
that's why I gravitated to the song too. Like I was like, what was that, 96?
Man, what a great concert, what a great album, what a great band. Yeah, and just in its own right, what a fucking great song, you know.
Absolutely.
I was a rebellious young preteen. I would have been like 11, just full of testosterone and rebellion. And
11? How old would I have been? Fucking old.
93.
Yeah, I think. Well, I guess it would have been the same.
Man, holy shit! Yeah, I mean that was. Gosh, I don't know where I was. Like, and I can tell you about the day that I found out Kurt Cobain passed away. I remember that was October. That was for sure. But yeah, that was wild too.
Yeah, that was mind blowing, numbing.
Poke Shaman keeps asking to speak, and I keep trying to invite him up, but I don't know if he's then has to duck out.
It hasn't been.
Wife's coming in the room, or what's going on? But I keep trying to invite him up.
He was asking. I never saw him ask.
No, every time I asked, it like it connected and then the volume went out. So I don't know, but
But it does that for a second until you like really fully connect. Like it just tries to connect to your speakers and stuff. I mean,
Come on,
yeah,
Pokes used it
we
before.
got you now. What's going on, brother?
No, I just want to say what's up, and I've been I've been just kind of walking around and listening while my kids are getting ready. My son had a like semi meltdown like they always do before bed, um, but yeah, I was just listening to Mike Nash. I bought a couple of his pieces. Mike, how I collect is I softly come in and then I'll start like getting to know you, and then I'll buy more and more. So I just I bought one from Laser Lou. Kind of got my feet wet with him, and
you're a personal collector. You like to know them personally.
I like it. It sounded a little dirty.
I like to know the people and to know their story and all that. Like that's how I like to collect. It's it means a little more to me because with Tezos, if you look at my Tezos profile, I've only sold one piece in the past year. I mean, on primary or on the second and on chain, I guess I've done some private sales, but I don't really sell my stuff. So, so it's cool. Like, and I like listening to you guys. But yeah, I mean, I'm finally back from Seattle. Came back Monday, and I went to Orlando, and then obviously my airport, shut down. I think I was talking to you guys like the day before. The airport shut down for 2 days. I had to rent a car. I almost didn't go to Seattle. I'm like, they got all my wine there, and I'm like, I don't want to miss out on this opportunity to get in front of all these people. So I drove a car to Atlanta and took a direct flight to Seattle. But the event was great. I definitely recommend going if you're a builder in this space. There wasn't a lot of artists there, but if you're like a creator or you're getting like you're in building like NFT tech, like it was definitely a great conference to go to, and about maybe 200 people there. Good speakers, good quality speakers, but I enjoyed it. I think it was well worth it. Everyone loved the wines. Got a lot of compliments. Got a couple collectors. I think at least I know for sure we got one. Lindsay came in and she has a really cool NFT project. Maybe a show there.
She popped into the space earlier. I don't know if like I said, I don't get like it doesn't show me half the people that come in. So
yeah,
but I saw her come in the beginning, and then I don't know how long she hung around.
Yeah,
there was a lot of people
her and her husband for a whole day because I had like 8 hours to kill, and just quick, I just think what she's doing is pretty incredible. But she's part of a multi-million-dollar company called Habit Nest, and they are trying to get into Web3. So they created this PFP collection, and basically it's a membership. It gives you membership for their SaaS service or their subscription service. But they're doing a lot of good things. Like the very, very smart people. Obviously the collection's backed by a large corporation. So they're going heavy into this, and they're just, if you go to their Discord, I mean they're really active. They got a lot of good ideas. Like, and I'm not gonna go hard on a PFP collection. I'm kind of done with that. But I definitely bought a few. Got to experience what they're trying to do, and it's cool. I definitely for the floor price, what it is, definitely worth getting it. And they're pretty, they got some pretty good ideas. So yeah. So but anyways, I was just with her, and she drank the wine. She's chilling. She's hearing what we're doing, and she's like, I really want to join WAGME more so because you guys are doing some really interesting things with the space, with the physical wine, and she's like, it'd just be great to learn and be part of a collection of like pretty passionate people. So she literally got her phone out, got a Tez wallet, and bought 300 worth of Tez, like all within like 5 minutes. And she's like, "What do I do? What do I buy?" And I'm like, "Well, just hold on. I'm gonna get you in on this, and I want to start her off right. I'm not the type of person like say, okay, go buy a cork pass and go do all this. Like, why don't you slowly get into it? You got in at a perfect time because we're about to start the drop, and just do it." So she was making some offers on some older game pieces and getting some lottery tickets. I think that's a good start. So
Yeah, I think it's a great because I think it's cool for somebody to come in now because the way that we're playing the game now that you guys are getting us to play the game now, it just I don't know, it's like anybody can walk in at any time now and you have a huge chance, right? Like you could.
Yeah, you can hit well, and one thing that I am going to start doing is a little alpha tonight, but one thing I'm going to start doing, I almost did it this time, but I just didn't have time to put it together. But if you hold a cork pass, you're going to get a small discount on the lottery tickets. I just feel like, when I saw Threes doing it with his drop, I'm like, man, that's what I was planned on doing. And I just didn't have enough time to really put the forms together. And, Chris is still working on the art for the cork pass.
Or Dow token, though?
Cork pass.
Okay.
So Chris is still working on the art, and it just didn't all come together the right way. But next drop, definitely, if you hold a cork pass, you're going to get a discount on the lottery tickets. So,
sweet, that sounds good.
Anyways, yeah, I just it was a great trip. I'm hopefully one day we all can maybe go out there and maybe do something. I really want to take some of the art from our past wine label artists and do like a little exhibit in some of these cities, when there's like an NFT event, and have like a little wine party, with the wine, have maybe the art there on the exhibit, and maybe show like the labels, and then maybe some of our artists and their pieces. Just I want to have a constant relationship and reference to all the artists that have been part of the project.
Yeah,
I love that idea.
Yeah, that's definitely something for sure. Showing the history. I mean, it's no small roster already.
No, it's going to continue. I mean, the Proteon. You guys probably saw a little of the Proteon pieces in the the promotion we did.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a similar format of last time. But they're going to be video NFTs. So one video is around like 40 seconds long, and it's cut up in 10-second pieces, and those are the quadrants. And then you get the completed piece airdrop, and then the second piece is the 6th special edition. But he knocked it out of the park, and I love how it's just a little different because we haven't had a video piece yet. With you, I guess the Make It Rad one was video, but like a full like video artist, is pretty cool.
He's a fucking he's a multi-talented dude, right? Like the music and the art all in one.
Yeah. No, it's just you guys are gonna love. I just love Chris. Is like the way he curates, and he's always gonna really get some unique and if they're not big artists, these ones that have like a ton of potential, like a long-term thing where it's like if you own that wine bottle and a year from now the artist is really big and you have like one of their original physicals unopened bottle. I mean, there's some value in that.
I'm stoked to be able to get some